part of the 85th anniversary celebration at Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, and the Odadee Global Association presents you with that grand durbar to actually mark the school's anniversary. It's happening on Saturday. So let's speak to Chris Fifi Johnson, who's the Communications Director for Odadee Global, joining us. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you in studio with us. Of course, congratulations are in order, obviously, for the feat that you've chalked. But what's that unique story that you're seeking to tell about the 85th anniversary of PRESEC?
Basically, the number 85 is huge and very significant when it comes to secondary schools. And for a very long time, PRESEC has continued to, lead when it comes to second cycle institutions here in Ghana. And because of that, and with what we have recently chalked in terms of, competition and other, stuff that, is related with second cycle institution, we decided to, institute something which started 5 years ago. And this year being the next 5 years again, we decided to, celebrate that. So we don't normally do the durbar every year, but we celebrate our birthday every year. So every 5 years we do it.
What's the lineup in terms of activities that we're likely to see?
Okay, so as part of the 85th anniversary, we started this thing way back in February, where we had our launch, and then the next month we did the big bonfire, which we came here.
Right.
And with this particular one, the president will be around, the president of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He's a guest speaker. And then we also have our chairman, who happens to be the former speaker of Parliament, that is Odadee, Professor Aaron Mike Okoye. And then we also have the moderator of the Presbyterian Church also coming through, and then the Minister of Education. So as apart from what is going to happen at the durbar grounds, there are also other activities that students are going to take place. And then after, we also do the inspection of projects. We have a total of about 20 projects that the president has to, just either open or inspect before he leaves the school.
If there's a memory you're seeking to make out of this year's celebration, what's there to celebrate, and what memory are you going to leave Odadee with?
So 5 years ago, the president came over and he cut the sword for a multi-million-dollar e-library. So that this e-library is not just for PRESEC students, but for all students in Ghana. So on that day, that is when the e-library is going to be opened. And I think it's something big that the whole of Ghana should be happy about, because we are talking about technology. And if we are talking about technology and old boys are putting, their monies in the school to, build such an edifice, I think it's something, great that we should be happy about. So as part of one of the big things that, this anniversary is, linked to, I think, the e-library and other projects that,
And very often when we talk about the Presbyterian Boys School, it's mostly about the glory. But what's there to typify, how impactful the society has been to not just Greater Accra region where you find yourselves, but beyond? You speak for the Global Odadee Association. So what's there to celebrate in terms of the impact story, how you've impacted the global community, if I could put it?
Okay, so I can really, hit my chest and say that even when you leave the shores of Africa or Ghana, you go out and you meet most people in the medical sector being Odadees. You go there, engineers, you go, all the sectors. And even with our event happening on Saturday, because it's a durbar, we decided to, invite other traditional leaders. So we are not only on the science side and all that, taking our places in the sector of the country and church. We have close to about 60 traditional leaders. I don't know if you know the Omahene of the Kopon. Yeah, wow. Omahene of the Kopon traditional area. The Kopon Hene is an old boy. Then Sakite of the Odumase Krobo area is an old boy. The Peki, Overlord is an old boy. So it's like we cut across, not just maybe you talk about medicine, not medicine alone, not just, politics. And even when you come to politics, in Parliament, PRESEC has the highest number of MPs in there.
I see.
Yes.
I see. That's a great story to be celebrating. But as we look forward to, the celebration, what message would you want to leave with us to share with our audience and those who are watching us?
Okay, so we are calling all Odadees and non-Odadees and lovers of PRESEC. Though we are still serving a living God, I think this year God is going to make it great for us. And the time for the event is 10 a.m. sharp at the PRESEC school field. Mm-hmm. Where the dress code is the 85th anniversary cloth. Yeah. And the theme for this year is building upon a legacy of excellence. Come along and join us. I think
is this open to everyone?
Even you can come.
Oh,
which school did you attend?
Well, I'm a Bobo actually. I'm from Bishop Mohammed College, so it's a boys affair. I guess.
You can join us.
to celebrate, I guess. Indeed. Well, it's grateful that you've been able to join us here on the Pulse. Probably you have some message for the Odadees out there as well.
All right. So we're calling all Odadees from way back in 1938 when the school started. Right. All old students.
Oh, you still have some of them around?
Yeah, we still have some of them around. Yeah.
Right,
it started way back in Odumase Krobo. Mm-hmm. That is where the school started yes. Before we moved to Legon to join, the academician. You have University of Ghana, right, UPSA.
Right.
Yeah. So we're calling all Odadees to join us. Both, I hear there are some people coming all the way from North America joining.
Also
us.
joining.
So everyone joining. Just join in and let's celebrate our 85th anniversary.
Yeah. Grateful, and we'll see you there. And that's all we have for you in this package of the Pulse. I'm blessed. So now log on to myjoyonline.com. We have some stories there for you that you can catch up on. Bye-bye for now.